I want to go and get me some. I think we have some water in here. I want to go get me something to drink. Oh, I hope y'all having a blessed night. Coming to more or less give a message to do with divine masculine and divine femme. I hope you guys are all being blessed on tonight. I was trying to keep a lot of fluids down, mainly water and like a lot of electrolytes or whatever. It was for 1 minute that I was like, Plan C, D, and E are hide, negotiate, and run away. It was a nice movie that I did just watch. That was this kid went off on an adventure trying to find the water boy or whatever, and it was basically like he did it all thinking that he would find the water boy, the waterman or whatever, due to the waterman coming back alive when a flood had came and wiped them and like a lot of other people out, including this man's wife. But the man came back alive. And I do think that it's a measurement of hope that will keep you alive. Hope is a powerful force. It really is. We have to keep hope in all things, regardless, even if things are looking shady, shadow, or whatever. But people can't expect to get now you got things that are just out here happening for people, but you don't know the measurements that they're going through, or they're doing to have these things happen for them that they could present to the public's eye. You just never know. Like, it's a lot of devil deeds that are just set right in a lot of people laps that have nothing to do with God. Because had it been God, you would have had to persevere. You would have had to have patience, kindness. You would have went through some stuff. And a lot of times when people say chosen ones, that's what they mean. Like, it come with a price to be just, oh, I'm chosen. And no, God don't just treat people unequal. He's not that type of God. So that have nothing to do with it. Chosen people that God is using for the journey have been through it. It haven't been no easy walking. You could be young or old. It doesn't matter where it start or where it may end. So to do with the divine masculine at this point in time, not only divine masculine is going through it and could be dealing with hardships, and it doesn't just have to be monetary, because all hardships and things that we go through aren't just to do with money, but money could be a part of it. And that's because the divine masculine was so greedy in the past, or if this isn't happening, it will be happening. These men have been so selfish and greedy that they're going to endure some sort of loss to do with a great penny, with money or assets or something that they really cherished or really looked at to be valuable. They're going to lose things, or things are going to be taken. And this is for the selfish divine masculines, like that felt so hungry, felt the need to know, I got to have this. Or, that's why it's not good for us to get some sort different type of mindsets that we build up, because it could cause us, once we do, or God do give it to us, or sometimes it doesn't even be God giving us some of these things. Sometimes it's ourself building things for ourselves or whatever that we took off without God and did on our own. And it brought about stability and brought about, greatness and, recognition and fame and different things or whatever. But God was nowhere in it or whatever. We took off without God. That's not even the road path. Had we been on the right road path, you can still gain a lot of measurements of items to do with this world during karmic cycles. So, at this moment, God is really opening up a lot of men's eyes. And for the ones that are choosing to be obedient and to come from amongst the karmic deeds and the karmic ways and the karmic things that they have been doing, whether it's even attracting other karmic partners or whatever, if they are being obedient and walking away from that stuff, they're going to still walk into, abundance and love and prosperity and, healing and a change or whatever. But for those who aren't willing to do the work that's about staying stuck and like, no, I like this lifestyle that I'm living over here, and I'm not going to change this for anyone. They're going to continue to go through karmic cycles. Now, again, as I state, you can even gain money. You can even be with a karmic partner or whatever and still live a substantial life that, could still bring about, things that these masculines desire in their life or whatever, but it's not the desires that God will want for them, or, it's on a lower level or a lower vibration to where it's not vibing to where, because had it been through God or our ancestors and the divine masculine being on the right road path, their life would be totally different than another road path that they just choose to be on and stay stuck on just because that's what they want. It's a lot of us, even divine femmes and divine masculines, that um it doesn't be what God want for us, it be what we want. And we choose the road paths that we be on, instead of being on a road path that would probably much more rather be of light, more in the light than darkness or whatever. And by all means necessary, it's our choices to do with either or. Like, you can't continue to just stick with being on a roller coaster of games, because that game plan is going to keep you going as it feed your mind, which could not be the right road path that you should be on. And as long as you decide to not go and search out for yourself and see what God is trying to show you and guide you in what road path he wants you to specifically be on, then you'll be stuck in that cyclone and dealing with the games of a roller coaster, going round and around and around, and it'll be for years. You'll look up or whatever, and anyone basically is what's going on, because everyone is doing so much to get to a certain destination that is probably not even a good one. It's still on a low vibration. So they're still on a low vibration, seeking after a certain destination that may end you up in a reprobation. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally up to us, and we have to have the mindset to know better and be like, hey, I can't. If you are always seeking out to, and it's good for us to get someone else's wisdom and their information beside our own. It is good for us to do that. But if you just getting this information to let people lead and guide you and tell you your next move and da 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 da, and you don't know for yourself, oh no, you in for a worlds of trouble. And trust me, I've been there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I have been there, and I've also been the person that be like, no, I'm not gonna listen to, these people, because I've been, misled and burnt, where people did led you in the wrong direction in the past too, to where I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to these people because, or whatever. Nevertheless, no one ever gets away, even if, like, you didn't know, or you did take these people or a person's information and you thought it was for your the better half of yourself and for the best for you, and it really wasn't. This person was just conning, lying, cheating, trying to play you, get over, and lead you down a wrong road path with nothing but a chain of games. That stuff is still going to come back on them too. So, nevertheless, it's all still going, at the end of the day, everyone still get what you put out. And, so again, I was stating or whatever, like, yeah, people, divine masculine or whatever, it's the selfishness for me. Like, and it's some divine femmes that are like that too. They done did the most jacked up stuff, just like, but they was on a karmic, they were on a low vibration. They done did the most jacked up stuff thinking that they were getting above someone or cheating or deceiving or manipulating or beating someone out or being in a competition. They done did the most. Right now, the vibration that everyone is on, if you were right, you're like, basically, you're pretty much balancing. God is balancing you out. If you was on that chain game or whatever, and you were doing just as much as that divine masculine, oh baby, you in for a whirlwind, or you probably in a whirlwind at this moment. Like, not only is the divine masculine going through a whirlwind of disaster, just caught up in, like, energetically with things to do around them and with their lives where they can't get on track. Like, it's some divine femmes that's going through that too. But if you wasn't operating in that manner, then you're just balancing out. God is balancing you out. But for a great bit of divine masculines and divine femmes, they are just as much as fault as the divine masculines, because you got to think, some of these divine femmes which thought that these particular divine masculines really wasn't their masculines, and some of these divine masculines which thought that some of these divine femmes was their divine femmes, was not their divine femmes. Everyone was dealing with karmic people in karmic situations and karmic things, and they still are. Some people haven't even real life met their spiritual partner, but you know, you're at this place in time and space. If your vibration is raised, you are going to be able to detect, you know, whether if it's a spiritual partner, a soulmate, you know, could be another karmic lesson for you because you haven't learned your lessons. So that's where the connection is at right now. If you guys don't mind, if you would like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. God bless. Have a blessed night.